Welcome back to Raising the Paws. Today I am starting a new journey of messy to minimal series because I'm trying to take care of a few things that really need to be taken care of so we can more focus on building our new home. If you're new, my name is PJ. I'm a mom to 6. I like to share motivational things about motherhood and marriage and homeschooling. We do all the things here on this channel, and so of course I'm jumping on this for spring and trying to take all things that are messy and unorganized in my life and minimalize them as much as possible. So I am very embarrassed to share how messy my van has become. This is pretty normal. If you have a lot of kids, you know what I'm talking about. We pulled up the carpet so we would have this vinyl flooring. It is really great because, as you'll see later in the video, I can just leaf blow this thing out, or we can sweep it out. I can mop it. It's really nice for as much abuse that the floors get. So my kids take over a lot of helping clean out the van, but there's times when, okay, I just have to get in here and give it some elbow grease. And this is a time like, who needs to drive around with this much stuff in their van at all times? I don't know. But with 6 kids, you never know what you're going to find. Here I'm just restocking some of our essentials and putting our little trash can back in here. This really helps with the kids kind of throwing things away and keeping up with it so that I don't have to. But it kind of is small for as much trash as we put out with this many people. Now that I'm a little more postpartum, I am 8 months postpartum, so I feel like I'm really getting back to myself a little more. My concept of this is 9 months in, 9 months out. You kind of need to give your body some grace. I have been in this journey, 6 different times, and it can be hard to see people bounce back to their pre-pregnancy self within just weeks, because that's not the reality for me. The more kids I've had, and especially the pregnancies closer together, it has made bouncing back to my pre-pregnancy self a lot harder. And really, are we ever truly going to go back to who we were before them? I'm just giving myself some grace right now because it takes time. It takes time to get back to pre-pregnancy weight, and it takes time to get back to your normal routines or schedules or systems before adding on to your family. And right now, that's what I'm working on most, and that's what I'm hoping to do with this messy to minimal, is just really focus on the areas that have gotten out of control, like my van. I'm going to try to stick to weekly cleaning it out so that it doesn't get this bad. And if you're curious why my van seats have so much mud in them, it's because we are currently building a new home and the landscaping is still very much muddy, and my kids just don't understand the concept of your feet are dirty, keep them out of the seat. And so this is just part of it. They climb all in the seats. Most of you know I have 6 kids, and they're 11, 7, 5, 3, 1, and 8 months. So some of the smaller ones don't quite understand. Keep your feet out of the seats. And when we're at the property working, they climb in and out of the van a lot. And so that's just part of it. I might need to invest in some seat covers, but for now, I'm just having to try to keep up the seats and the floors as much as possible. So you can judge me. I know it's bad. I was never able to live like this before having so many kids, but messes can be cleaned up, and that's just part of life. Everything isn't meant to be perfect all the time. That's just part of it. I love my babies. I'd rather clean up a mess than to live without them. hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope it's motivation for you to find some area to turn from messy to minimal. And be sure to come back next week for the next episode, and it will be in our kids' room. Side note, we are working on our plumbing and electrical in our new house, so there's a little update there. My dad is actually an electrician and plumber, and so it has been really great getting to watch my dad and my husband work on our new home, and we just love it. We're getting one step closer, and we're excited. But thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.